Captain Sister.
Yo, this is Skip Ballin. Yo, what's good? This is Diggy Simmons.
My name is Janika JoJo Gibbs, and you're watching Kickback and Chat with Amber Pickens.
I'm so excited to be here and just celebrate all these artists for all the work they're putting in and all the inspiration, and I'm just so excited. So stay tuned for more. We are behind the scenes. As you can see, it's all these beautiful media people getting ready. I'm in my Sherry Hill gown that I'm so excited about, my two-piece. Thank you, Sherry Hill, my Texas sisters. I'm just so excited. Today, it took me a minute to get my hair together. I wanted my hair to be perfect for today, so I did a twist. My makeup, my lashes, my earrings, all my rings on my finger. I had to paint my nails about 5 minutes ago. If you know me, you know I hate chipped nails, and so I got my nails together. So just walking around the scoop, we have the backdrop over here, the step and repeat, which I love, all this gold to match my dress.
We're 111 years old, and this is our 51st award show. And I think at the end of the day, we're all we have. And if we're not working together to make things better, then I don't know what happens to us, right? So we just all have to come together and realize no one's perfect, no organization is perfect, but the way you get to perfection is by working together and coming in and helping to make things better.
You start off as a dancer, and we both studied at the A-League school, so how did you transition into acting?
You know, I had always wanted to be an actor, and I come from a neighborhood where nobody does this, and so I thought I would be able to do it through dance, but turns out when you're a dancer, you're kind of a dancer, and at A-League you get trained, so I could dance. Yeah, like I could really dance. And when you dance that well, they think kind of that's all you can do. But through the years of practicing and more classes and just getting out there, and like we're artists, and so we do all these things, and we always have to go and show people that, you know, you can't confine us to this one thing.
My favorite Black inspirational quote, this is not necessarily a Black inspirational quote, but Yoda's green, so he does have color to him. I love do or do not, there is no try. And that's from Star Wars. I love that, the idea that stop acting like you gotta figure it out. Just do it. And if you fail, you fail. But stop trying, live, be, do. I love that one. Listen, this is really the only guaranteed place where our work can be celebrated and seen. So I think it's important for us to have this outlet. I would love to live in a world where everybody is judged equally and their art is judged equally, but we know that's not the case. So until that happens, or if that never happens, we have this, and I get to talk to you.
It means the world to be able to play Yusuf Salama, the greatest man that I know. But yeah, it was interesting getting to prepare for it because I wasn't familiar with the case before. So it was first getting familiar with it, reading into it, watching the documentary, and then like kind of sitting there and going, wow, like I can't believe that something like this could happen. So it was just kind of before meeting him, trying to dive deeper into it, watching just interviews with him, videos of him to see like just his mannerisms, how he is as a person, to try and capture that.
It's amazing. We lost to Blackish again, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? We got one more year. Hopefully we get that. No, but I love being at these events, man. Seeing all the people that I'm inspired by, that you know, that are the same color as me, and just talented, and we're just able to make each other better, and that's my favorite part about these events.
I'm so grateful that the NAACP has recognized it second year in a row, and we're here to celebrate, you know, these stories being told honestly and truthfully and straightforward.
His 20s is a comedy. It's loosely based off Lena Waithe's life as she was in her 20s trying to pursue being a screenwriter. It's also based off her two best friends, based on her two best friends as well. And it's a hilarious show. You're going to see something different, something new you've never seen before. Collaboratively, everybody came together, from the directors to the composer to the actors, everybody, you know, and it's cinematic, it's different, and it's fresh, and people are going to love it.
It's an NAACP with 2,200 units across the country in 47 states. I think this is a great night for Black America. I think it's a great night for the African diaspora.
How How was it working on such a film that had such a huge impact and that's really talking about social justice?
There was a certain level of responsibility for sure, not just to honor the roles that we were playing individually, but to honor Brian and the telling of his story, to honor Michael B. Jordan as an incredible visionary, as executive producer of the film, to honor the wonderful ensemble that came together, Destin and Andrew, and everyone came together just in service.
Now black teens and teens in general are just at the forefront of the movement and the world, really. And so I think it was great just to see that imagery on screen, but also just to work under two amazing and just beautiful black women, Melina Matsoukas and Lena Waithe, was really cool. And to be able to play off of Daniel and Jody was really cool and really special.
And listen, this is a celebration of excellence. This is a celebration of community. This is a celebration of continued growth. I'm just happy to be in this space.
I'm beyond ecstatic, you know what I'm saying? It's such a blessing to be here, you know, and have this opportunity. So we're just looking forward to touching the stage and, you know, giving the people something real nice, you know what I'm saying? It's my responsibility for carry forward this legacy, you know what I'm saying? I would say Black History Month is every month for me, you know what I'm saying? I don't stop black after February, you know what I'm saying? I'm black all my life, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, we just look forward to bringing this message, you know, to the people and up some new streets and some new avenues, you know what I'm saying, and keep this message alive and keep the light going, you know what I'm saying?
I talked to my dad about, you know, what Run DMC was in those times. He was like, man, I just feel like I floated through that time and I just did what I had to do. There was nothing more to it than just going with my gut. And that's what I encourage everybody to do. Go with what you really enjoy doing.
It's amazing. This feels incredible to have actually won in NAACP for Greenleaf. You know, we work hard. We put a lot of our souls into it. And Miss Winfrey alone is, I mean, she said love is in the details, and she pays attention to every detail. So to be able to take a win home for Greenleaf is such an honor.
I'm literally the only woman in the room with a whole bunch of men, and I mean like my co-hosts, our producers, the camera people, everybody. So somebody has to represent, and sometimes like you feel like you're just always like fighting for everything. But it's important, and I love the fact when people hit me up and be like, I am so glad that you were in the room to say that and to defend this and explain this in that way. So it means a lot to me when people notice that.
To not only win for Best Series, but have to run back around right quick for my win for Best Supporting Actress. It just means the world, because the members of the NAACP and the people who subscribe to their magazine vote for this award. So that means that our show, this character, is connecting to our audience, that they get it, because I tell you, our audiences have been so loyal and supportive, and it means the world to me. I think that no matter what someone, the world, the industry is saying to you, though there may be clues that we have to take in and move with, but you got to remember the passion that God put in you to do something and why, and continue to believe in it authentically. You know, because there is no fingerprint like your fingerprint. There is no instinct quite that is your instinct. So you got to trust that. And I think with God's grace, I think that's maybe why the characters continue to resonate, because I try to find the truth in them that is just theirs and mine, you know? So it's not a cardboard you know what I mean? So they can't say, oh, anybody could have done that. I like it when they say, that was a Lynn Whitfield role. It's like, well, okay, so I put a stamp on it.
What we love about the Image Awards is that it celebrates all of Black America, from Rihanna to John Lewis, politics, music, film, television, music, everything we love.
Well, look, I think, you know, what we do is we bring our art, we bring our passion, we bring ourselves to the table, and anytime someone is saying, especially in this country, when someone is saying, hey, we want to honor our black artists, our black excellent, our politicians, you know, the people who are creating the culture and creating the movement, there's always space for that. You know, we anytime that praising black culture is on the table, I'm all for it. You know, and so this is this is an opportunity for celebration. We need more opportunities to celebrate. You know, in the midst of good times and bad times, you know, this is another opportunity to celebrate our excellence, to celebrate the things that we're doing to push the culture and the conversation forward.
Blackness, my size, my height, my masculinity all go into, you know, choosing the roles. Because I know there's always the conversation of the words that you're saying on the page, and then there's the conversation of what your body means in a role without anything said. So I always take into consideration, what is it that I mean in this role without anything said? How would it change that I take this role instead of anyone else? And that's a big thing, and that's part of the responsibility I feel for portraying black men in a certain way and with integrity, but still having the freedom to do it in a myriad of ways. So I never feel like I'm stuck having to portray black men or black masculinity in one way, because I don't represent any one masculinity, any one black masculinity, you know? So I always put that into thought when I choose a role.
I try to remove myself from this project as much as possible because it's not even about me. I'm just trying to get Bryan Stevenson to the forefront. He's such an important person. His work is so important to us and to our community. Once I knew about him, it wasn't like I couldn't unknow, you know, so I had to do everything I could and use my platform to kind of put his name and his story out to the masses so people could really understand what the work he's actually doing. So, yeah, I mean, it feels good. It feels good.
Excellent, black excellence, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Summed it all up.